Hey, this is Ruben Lowing. It's Wednesday afternoon here in McAllen, Texas. Last night, I got a chance to do the 7-step presentation for the Rio Grande Valley chapter of World System World System Builder and World Legacy Builders. And I had 3 guests, and they were all invited by me, and they'd all had seen the presentation before. So knowing that, what I did is, instead of just hitting the high points, I really delved into, what's going on and the hard part to listen to, right? But pointing out the what's going on, and if you don't take care of your own financial situation, you're going to be left dependent on somebody or the government or whatever, and in that case, you're not going to have a really meager existence. And after I got done, and I had some people that I've known them for a while, and they had, I had a good relationship with them, and then I had somebody that was, haven't known that long, young guy. He's a photographer, and this whole pandemic has really hit him kind of hard. I'm going to reach out to some people I know that have a background in that industry and see what he could do, because here's what it is, and I've seen this happen over and over again, right? When you know a lot of people, if you're in this business, you have to, okay? And when you have a client and you got a prospective client that's a business owner, right, or has a service, and you refer them to your database, right, that could use him, and he gets a transaction, right? Now you're looked at it in a completely different way. They don't look at you as somebody who's just selfish, trying to make a buck on them. Okay, you can help them, raise up their level so they can, because everybody wants to have a future. Everybody wants to have money in their accounts that they can live on, having their money. Everybody wants their money to make more money than they do eventually. That's what we're all geared toward. And if you're not, we all think until it happens that we're invincible, and that we'll just keep living forever and working until, well, sometimes you're just like, hey, I just don't want to do that anymore. I want to enjoy the grandkids, if you have any. I want to travel. I want to do all those things I couldn't do while I was working. And everybody wants that. Everybody does. Okay? And what they're all mostly trying to think of, because most people get behind because they don't do this soon enough. And then they start really putting some effort into some things that are going to produce. But once you produce, what are you going to do with that money? All right? And we have the solutions for that, because you don't want to give it all to Uncle Sam. All right? Or you don't want to, and you want to have, and when you see like the living benefits. I just got done with an hour Zoom on eldercare, right? And very heart-wrenching, serious conversation on what it takes and how it affects people. Okay, and if you're not thinking of that, you're putting that burden on your family and your children or your brothers and sisters, right? Yeah, who wants to do that? Better hope you treated them nice. Okay. All right. But I invited 25 and I had 3 show up. Okay. those are kind of the numbers, right? But you know, I got 21 to go back to, and hey, you didn't make the call, why don't we, I can do another one, right? And let's just talk about what's important to you here. All right. The well, that's my leadership talk for today.